At the start of the film we see a butcher shop. A couple is running the shop. The husband name is Vincent. While doing their work as per routine, they're attacked by some people called vegans. The non-meat eaters have attacked them because they torture animals. The vegans are against the torment of humans. Meanwhile, Vincent begins to beat a man from them. The shop of Vincent and his wife are in the worst condition because their work is gradually ending. Later we see their two friends, but their work was going well and they made a handsome amount from their shop. For this reason they can't stop praising their work in front of Vincent and his wife. Now they were preparing to go home. Seeing their friends Mark and his wife luxurious life, they feels jealous. On the way, they see the vegan boy they witnessed yesterday. Vincent drives his car on his body to seek revenge. Vincent believes this boy might have been injured, but he died on the spot. Vincent becomes nervous. For this reason, he tells his wife that we should inform the police. We'll report to the police that he has had an accident. We haven't killed him, but his wife doesn't let him do this. She suggests that they should compose this corpse. Coming home, he was about to throw it after dicing his body. While chopping it, a chunk of meat was thrown next to his dog. The dog eats that meat, and Vincent becomes astonished. Vincent throws another piece of his ear toward his dog. The dog eats with fun. After seeing this, Vincent comes up with an idea. He plans to discuss this idea with his wife after approaching her, as it was too late, so they went to sleep. The next day when he goes to his shop, he notices that the human flesh he's kept after dicing, his wife mistakenly sells that meat to a customer. Knowing this, Vincent becomes quite afraid. Meanwhile, the customer arrives and tells them, "The meat I took yesterday was quite tasty." Hearing this, when his wife eats this meat, she feels it is delicious. Vincent tells her that this is human flesh that you've eaten, and his wife rags after hearing this. In the meantime, many customers show up to buy this delicious meat and a large crowd comes up to buy it. Even the police couldn't identify that he was buying human flesh. In this way, they've earned tremendous money by selling the whole meat at once. At night, Vincent also eats this flesh. There he learns that this meat is undoubtedly delicious. To enhance this work, his wife suggests killing the non-meat eaters. Vincent considers doing this for a while, but he denies to do this. The following day, their daughter and a friend of her visit their home. They make various food for them, but they discover that their daughter's friend is a non-meat eater, so he doesn't consume any food. Upon not eating anything, Vincent's wife offers him a beer. He says he can't take a regular beer. Instead he takes his vegan beer. Later his wife brings cake, but he can't eat it because of an egg. Their daughter was also turning into a vegan. Because of this, Vincent begins to hate non-meat eaters more. They depart on the hunt as a result of listening to his wife's suggestion. They go to the vegan's hotel, and they find a non-meat eater man. After coming out of the hotel, Vincent attacks and tries to kill him. However, he was unable to do so, since he feared killing him. For this reason, they immediately flee from this place. Later his wife explains that we must do this to grow our shop. The next day, they retry. After going among the people, they ask them to become non-meat eaters. They were doing this all drama, so if any non-meat eater comes, they prey on him. And it happens, a man comes there. He praises and invites them. They were not going to let this chance pass. So when he comes to meet them, Vincent carries a knife to kill him. But the boy wasn't alone. He has come there with his companions. They all are vegans. They get a butcher shop's key. After changing their appearance, they go there to break that shop. Vincent and his wife were also with them. After entering, Vincent and his wife discover this is their friend Mark's shop. They don't concern about it. After entering, they ruin that shop. Mark, after calling his friends and the police, tells them all about it. The police officer tells Mark that they have a recording of the CCTV, so they will find out who caused this soon. Later Vincent and his wife goes to a restaurant. There they had an argument, so Vincent left the place. As his wife was alone, a waiter arrived and started oddly talking to her. She feels happy when she realizes that the boy is a non-meat eater. Later, as he goes to drop her off at her home, after going inside, she tells Vincent, "I've brought a non-meat eater, so, go and kill him." When Vincent goes there to kill him, he notices that he is waiting for his wife. After begins to rag on him, Vincent attacking him with a pot, kills him. After ending him, they chopped his corpse. Now they do this regularly. On daily basis, after trapping a non-meat eater, they kill them. While doing this work, they gradually enjoy this. They also raise the meat cost. One day, they begin to prey on a non-meat eater who was a player. But the boy learns that they're dangerous and he has a threat from them. That's why he ran from that place, but he died in heart attack. The next day, they come to dinner at Mark's house. The meat they were eating was the meat that they brought with them. Mark and his wife were also astonished by the highly delicious taste of this meat. Now we see, instead, Mark and his wife, Vincent and his wife, praise their work. While Mark and his wife are eating this meat, they find a tiny device in this meat. Mark had suspicion on them, but Vincent distracts him by engaging him in his talk. Gradually, the argument between the families increases and it turns into a massive fight. After removing Mark's ear during the fight, Vincent starts to chew it. Watching this, Mark and his wife become astonished. To avoid being suspected, Vincent doesn't eat but spits that flesh. One day Vincent and his wife visit a fair. Only non-meat eaters have arrived there. They were looking for suitable prey. Vincent finds a healthy boy and feels greedy to eat him. After seeing him, they later discover their daughter and her friend there. They become astonished to see them, especially their daughter's friend. He asks them what are they doing here. Now they try to make some excuse. But their daughter's friend is very angry because only non-meat eaters came there and they had a butcher shop. They were not to depart empty-handed, so they hunt a healthy girl at night, when Vincent is chopping her body. That police officer came there who used to buy meat from them. The police officer informs him that there have been more instances of missing persons in recent days. While this is going on, Vincent's dog gets there by grabbing the girl's chopped hand. After seeing it, Vincent becomes terrified. He thinks now his game ends and he will undoubtedly be captured, but he distracts him and he escapes from the situation. Later, after approaching his wife, he tells her that he can't do this anymore. This is making him crazy because today he was lured to eat a kid. But his wife manages to persuade him to get back to work. Later, their daughter's friend arrives. He arrived to apologize for his statement at the fair. When Vincent's wife started flirting with him, Vincent realized that his wife was plotting to kill him. At the right time, Vincent asks his daughter's friend to go from there. The next day, many customers come to buy the tasty meat, the human meat. Vincent tells them that now we don't have that meat and from now they will not have that. The customer wants to take that meat and after not getting that, she goes from there. Vincent's wife claims that only because him they'll face those terrible days like before. Hearing this, Vincent departs in anger from there. After Vincent's departure, the vegan group arrived in the shop with whom they've gone to break the meat shop before. They learn that Vincent and his wife also run a meat shop. For this reason, they kidnap his wife. When Vincent returns home, he sees their van standing outside his house. He understands that something terrible happens there. On the other side, when they are about to kill Vincent's wife, Vincent arrives there and attacks them with his sharp knife. During the fight, Vincent becomes injured. His wife releases herself. She kills the last remaining man. In this way, they save their lives. But they cannot escape from the police. Police arrest them and sentence them to life imprisonment for killing numerous people. Mark has informed the police about them because he suspected them since that day, when Vincent has to remove Mark's ear. The movie ends here. Thanks for watching.